and have deep conversations, speak truth to themselves, hear the voice of the new generation, and empower all women. Meet my beautiful ladies and I, Vera Frempoma Adanso, this and every Saturday, 7 o'clock p.m. on Ashanti Prime TV. Ashanti Prime TV, Ahana no Krenewo.
Onyame nhyira no ntene ne munkyerɛ na na hoɔden kɛseɛ ntɔ so wɔ baabi biara wɔ bia medini Awurade akwa the royal prophet and abafo. It is that special time of the year again, and I want to take this special opportunity to specially invite you to our one and only Rehoboth Conference 2026. My God, Minnesota Rehoboth adansidie ne ngosra edi atrinti ufi owo dwumem o abontenso ana obo dede ede amerade de bi say me de se wose me say enko Awurade fi na Awurade fi ana ogie ewo from the 24th to the 31st of May 2026. It is going to be a power-packed experience. It is going to be a miracle encounter. It is going to be a season where the hand of the Lord shall be felt and the grace of the Lord shall be mightily established over the hands of people. Uti fi samro busa said da ben na menso media dance da ben na menso Awurade nsa be kame da ben na menso Onyame ngosra ebeba me so da ben na menso Awurade na dom kese be di machi na menso mapeja in franka de akere Awurade se ampa oye na nadoye wo hoda ebre na de obri from the 24th to the 31st May 2026 ekwesiada na anopa ne ye nonso ekosi nondu from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and enyumre no so ye no num pepepe. And I tell you, it is going to be a season where you cannot forget in a hurry. Odom ni mobrohu kese beye adwuma fashe otrim se odom beye adwuma edisem beye adwuma enkomhye beye adwuma ayaresa beye adwuma na osoro besane wo nyame maso na dansedie nso aye nyame ma echefa ti ba bibia wo bia faka besi kumase asafo amedia runabout o se o hwehwe Reverend Kubinsin school uwi abusa se open the royal prophet asori fio bakola o panyinu akokora o abrewa o obeso onsado waba e ma revi se 24th kwasiada we ya ekosi the 31st ne kwasiada so na onyame ngosra kese ene na dance die kese ebeto so katro nua ne katra busuya se sa na wotwe ne de me boaboa me ho akoda asori fio na onyame be pagya ne nsa kese de mama kopim se behia fa number se bi ne mo Awurade mpa ye ma na Awurade be bie kwan so nkodi ama. The Lord bless you. See you. Bye bye.
Action, 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 action. Action media. Audition, audition, audition. Yeah, audition can see our action media. Yeah, series. Can see pa. Obi amfa no hunyim. We penyino we akwada o emrante ne maba ni nyina ye hia obi bia action media ye series kese e de abegu Ashanti TV so obi amfa no hunyim boy mi gina mu bi obi amfa no hunyim frɛ number na ye twa agu ate no me see frɛ number no thank you.
Abakade ojedam onuana tifie de yankwe dwumedie na ya twatwatwe no afrena nemraso Prophetic Arena Chapel Worldwide oni ojeme prayer army akontuma bom afrena odi dwumedie no ebreye Rehoboth Conference and 9th anniversary celebration El Gibor the mighty God trasema de dwumedie no so no enonom 24th to 31st day of May 2026 ya odi breye anopa no so kwesi anopa no ndu no ofe dika no odi abawie El Gibor night. Yes, Elohim encounter. And you 5 p.m. No dia shishia so. Now se saying, hey, anyun to 4. One be huyanyum. Here, Minister Great Wonder Ethiopia, Minister Kwakujesi, Minister Joyce Abwaje, Minister Frida Boatin. Uncle for near de. Obe huyanyum. Enti yanko. Samadinka catches 24th day of May to 31st day. Now what you want? And what do you medley? Entiment nephew Kwadana. And it doesn't be a Jew Brabona boss one. Kwana Kobompaye. Name Konya be a Susan. And you
Ghana Adishima Mami Mobibia Joe Sanso Mobibia Kwaba Ediba Ashanti Prime TV ene juada wo kotoni mabu sumene da etoso eye edu enwochi wa afempinu ne aduonu nsia kase na magimegu amede eba besom wo ewo Ashanti Prime TV kase ensem wa obeti ABS ne okopie mu ewo mrasha bidefia don dodo kuma na no ni no honorable afenyoma kede nsendo no atubia so na Ghana mampani eye hise science John Dramani Mahama ono so ede nseni bi atugya afeso na konkofo ama so na medicase ni bi efiri ho ede abro kase etwagu ewa abefo ntenta fidie ahodo ni na so ene Facebook edi akoten o TikTok YouTube IG ene ne kekani na bomodi anse obehia ye ho na afi watimi agye wo so no de ewo kase mu afeso kase aboafo a ombo machidom ma medicase no eba so mo ebi ni POG band omo de band ena edwuma se na eda ne da meka no se edwumadie bi ena wudi akonto bi ena woto wedding program bi ena wo ye na ehu behia se obehia band wa ase dia ene na look no feather omodi afo wani bepie mu ebo POG band ya ka che betimi afre yen e was 0248400056 and 0594615325 na fe yentimi ene wo endi ensan so ban sika semwa kan akoma eto yen san se kuma bi ena ye beji wosaso ena eyade se POG mo ono so ebo machi dom a enye fedi agroba ono so di ni dwuma ewo eye asante mampon enye bi akomo ahodo na benya bi kopie mu ewo eye POG mo a omo oni ani na bi ewo omo akache omo so do mu dwuma ewo asante mampon se bi nka kan obetimi afro mo ewo 0248501319 and that's 0509909991 na fe omo entimi embo office me so a magimegwa na medicase no eba beso wo ene osonfo ajo atempo metwa me hona meba ya dokase ni mu esiko sansa aboa no kona chiye a ena otimi epimie afei abusia gibre na yenhye kase na ye hye ase dia na yenhye ase ewo eye communication minister meche honorable Sam George na kache na ene eye ade se eye public account committee no omo etimi enye nhyiamudi na ho na eye honorable Sam George ya ono ene communication minister wo man ebo modi akoko pie mu ne ne e ka tournament pa se honorable anto ne nsa ewo ho ye enam so ema eye madam ne din ene abna osaya sare ekoko bisa honorable sa de ntina ne oba man mu oba ne data ho semu a dan den na ya na nta emkoye ene gyina so na echina atoasi ensem we na madam abna ko bisa ya e ka tournamento ewo eye public account
growth in the market. MTN rolled out 134 new sites. And when we say sites, those are like what gives the connectivity, 134. In 2017, it went up to 352. In 2018, 300. In 2019, 352. In 2020, 200. 2021, 120. 2022, 343. 2023, 350. 2024, 30. 2025, which was last year, they did only 50 sites. With our directive this year, they are doing 800 new sites.
So, with all this that is going on, you ask MTN, the infrastructure that they claim they are building, the monies that they get from users, is it commensurate with the infrastructure that they are building? Absolutely no.
Madam Chair.
Minister, absolutely no.
Madam Chair.
I understand that. But you see, for them to sit and enjoy the increase in users and then wait and wait and wait over a period of time before the minister says, add on this, add on that. All these monies that they were enjoying,
Madam Chair,
couldn't they have on their own increased these user sites that you are talking about? This is not good enough, Minister. We expect something to be done, and we expect it to be done sooner than, they are talking about, because now it is really, really bad.
Madam
In
Chair,
my constituency, Minister, it's like you just cannot make an MTN call.
Madam Chair, we are dealing with a decade of rot and lack of action, and it will not be fixed. Madam Chair, if you will, it
Minister,
won't be fixed.
Just listen to me.
6 months.
A decade of whatever it is, were they not being paid for the increase in users?
They were, but there was someone who was also being paid to make policy decisions. It's a policy decision I have taken.
But as a private company on your own,
they are driven by profit.
At the quantum of monies that are coming in, and you don't even think that let me also improve my services to be, so that the users, the huge influx of users that are coming in, can at least enjoy not anything exceptional, but basic services.
Madam Chair, I do not stand here to defend any of the telcos. However, the role in which I sit here to serve the Ghanaian people. Whoever sits as MD of MTN is thinking of his shareholding and his profit margins. And as every private business, not just MTN, every private business will look at what they need to do to maximize profit within the legal regime.
But you maximize
For me,
profit,
what
Minister,
I have, and Madam Chair, the point I am making is that
until service.
And that is why you have a regulator. Regulators have a role to protect the customer by taking policy decision. You had a decade where there was poor.
Abusia wailing somewhere na etimi ekọ so e public account committee ye bra omunya omunhia mudie na honorable San George ne madam Abna Asari ene hu ya na omu eyi kakra e fa ye network a e ya na dan da entimi engina so emfa e ma fa ye nto akase ne so e wo eye Cape Coast ene etimi mfo a omu sa ban se omra na omekọ mu asan se de a omtene e ya ben emusia ya ne sa ene eno nam so e ba ho kire nsem etimi e ye den kakra de mo yare ene bana honi nsem wan koye emfa mo nti abane ma na fe omekọ won ehoa
ya nsubana ya nem nti masra aban aya ọkọ na ahime ma onkai na mo me se yebe emna agwada ase wunko owa ni na ase de mintu se iro ni e hwehwe de bi okura ibi okwa yarbe na weku won fe mefie wada abranya na isi sere emma na oda yen tenten he ya yen sere na ko ho chaw na abre isi won be hin duma
musazi na nso manyu Afrika kakra yenhu kakra na so odu memenda me kire memeni ya odi yen ma olbe se eya bata na elbetna aha ebohu motorbikes a was the funeral bar reckless driving meka emribi car bi a auto free so onyanya mi a wen hia car bi a wa ha nche accident a yebohu no na nche onye accident kakraba mesre sempanfo no oho na waka department worba bibia police escort bia nka ho nti worba za wo penu na wo ye wanye kwan no do e basre trema himpanfo aka no eseyi eho no eho ayemma 1974 na obaji asasi fi ha sisi ayo 2026 52 good years and eho why overdue ye basre MC regional minister na yi omanpain John Dramani Mahama his excellency ana ayi wagizi woni mu de otei ne manfui ho asem no enyimire Adum TV okwechi obati hanka ota ye basre no anamon papa biara osafata no untu no mfa mbo onyen ona me desisia pure water company wa mpemfa ezikara kama asem inde we collapse onam de what's EPA Environmental Protection Agency oben what's Ifun no hunsu no.
Abusua yanto akase no so ewo eye hacho na temfo ho ene omo so ekwa ahotwe mpa sanse omo hime no ada eye ade se ensuri bi etimi ema ne home so ewo bia ya omo te ema omo adan omo shop ene ne ma wo ho de e kama ese ni na ensu etimi awira fa ni na eye ade a etimi asayekwa
me ba 5 years ni ensu kura ma no me say kura da e ba kura na na ma no relax ya na no atweko e na ba fi the for the to ma ba your president blog bi o fi for the next house no mo share fence so na my president blog bi o hono mo ye bi eni we ntem sa na mo say o mo yo mo ni ha no me ye na na ti no bi na ti no wo sunti mo ya ni nto mo ya aba fam amana aba fam no ma ye president no ma ye sisi ya nsu mu na nsu je mu nya so de nsu ni ti fa bi anko ye da mu ne bi ya ye nyina se ne de da bon to bi kwa na be yi ni ma e pie fu abontin ya ba gina abontin enti na de ya so de bi ati ye mu ha no pa ye hu de be ye obi na be yi ni ma nyina e pie fu fi ho no mu nsu ni ta ha koda mu nyina ye pie aba bontin nsu ni na da bi anfa nko nsu eto aro ibi na me ro fo da mu nyina ya ma ama che se o sha ya na o mu jira ja bia pia sisa mbaga from them ana de jaja bonti na yize kula enfem dia wa walitia ene bua bebe ha nyina ya ma office dia ma wo se fu ato ha nyina ya ma chese asa so ma da work on be bua ha dia dia ti so ni to no
Dr. Fred Adoma Komboatin ya ono ene ye Ashanti Regional Health Director odin sendo do na to ya wo kire se e kame ese o man mu eye blood pressure ya no ya na e ya ma ne ho so senti be for se on be free screening e dia magana afane na se ne be ya blood pressure no ni na eto betimi etwa.
Patient who knows most survive. This is why we are proud to announce our commitment to the Measure 1 Million campaign, a nationwide initiative aimed at screening 1 million individuals for hypertension through community-based outreach activities across the country. This campaign aligned with Ghana National Non-Communicable Disease Policy and Strategy, the Free Primary Healthcare Initiative, the Network of Practice or Population-Based or Primary Healthcare Network Approach for Decentralized Service Delivery, and then the WHO Global Heart Initiative. Through this campaign, we seek to screen at least 1 million adults 18 plus for hypertension across Ghana by 31st December 2026. Increase awareness of the risk factors, prevention and control among at least 5 million Ghanaians through mass communication and community engagement. Improve early diagnosis and linkage to care, ensuring that at least 70% of individuals with elevated blood pressure are enrolled into care pathways. Strengthen integration of hypertension services into primary healthcare through the free primary healthcare, wellness clinics, CHIPS compound, and district facilities. Enhance data capture and tracking of hypertension cases using the e-tracker system to support continuity of care and promote multi-sectorial engagement, including practice.
And then no, Australia or more Asia Pomodian Cemetery, a health ministry, a yardess on Bomodia, a press conference, ya or more actually Padodra, or more Aposiomo, anyone who use a Posiomo. Dia or more Aposiomo, or any senior almost same and same ATF NCT, and announce so many or more day a press conference, it's me and shares.
But as we also provided additional information that when we are doing the prioritization also, we give the technicians 150 and then we give the pharmacists 100. For the recruitment process, it's not ending. As I just said that Honorable is still pushing for us to get another academy before the end of the year. So pharmacists will be considered. I think what we have planned to do is consistently, whatever you get, you ensure that all professionals are considered. That is our objective. So that one will not change. I think Minister have been saying that even if you get one, you will share for everybody to get some form of it. So that's
Okay, Mr. Frederick Mensah, a champion ya or no, and now or ye penny quanchef for or that asoya omo ya pomuden nsem so na okasa wie na so sanso e de nsem foforo etodwa efa ye nuanu ma nurse fo a dan den na omo ekosi wo mo
aya na ye hwe nurse omo mo ewo degree no ani diploma na mo we no eyi ewo ho ne se objective I want we no ho ne se ye pese ye pam profo mbeko efiefi mu no ma akɔhwɛ nkrɔfo because of the freedom no yɛ sɛ enti we no ye mayeni eba ɔmo a yɛakyire ni ɔmo ɛwɔ saa bia no mo
na owieye ene osanso ereto a se omo abomoden a se emiaya a eya doctor fo na sa nurse fo no entimi eni hono no ne aban na abomoden a se ombetimi apost nipa mako eye ahawotwe na afo omo so etimi akwakodi dwuma hodo no a wo no
receive financial clearance to recruit about 8,000 health professionals from the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry acknowledges the anxiety and interest this recruitment exercise has generated, particularly given the backlog of about 105,000 unemployed health professionals, ranging from some having the last recruitment in 2019, some 2018, and particularly for nurses was 2020 batches. This recruitment exercise, I must say, is heavily guided by the objectives of the free primary healthcare policy, with emphasis on strengthening preventive care, community-based care, and primary healthcare delivery, particularly in underserved areas of the country. These objectives, guided by the human resource policies and operational documents of the ministry and its agencies, such as Ghana Health Service, Child, Ahmadiyya Health Services, and Mental Health Authority, were used to determine the allocations by professions and by locations. With that, I'm saying that by locations, that we are talking about the districts that we.
Any na ye nuanu wa nurse for ni adokota for na taje mati asem de sansa minus of omodian so we kwesi ye nipa mako empem wotwe enti wo fia na wabon pa ese ne be ya wonsu din betimi akombi na owiye no na osanso ereto aso na ka twem se mo hwe mo hiye sanse nipa bonefo adoso e wo man mu wo wetu aka twe se betimi aboa e wo posting ho se wo oboa e ya na wo mo ni ada ho e wo ye nuanu mo abamboyefo a wo e wo man mu.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to also talk a little about the issue of fraud and illegal collections.
Okay.
Considering the number of health professionals who are eligible to be employed and at home, this was actually expected and was part of the ministry planning towards this process from the beginning. We actually discussed that one at length. We had meetings with the security agencies before the process actually started and collaborated with them throughout the process. Through this collaboration, the support of the public, some uncompromised persons are being investigated by the security agencies. We will communicate to the public when new developments in this regard are received from the state agencies. I might also say that we caution the leadership of the professional group to warn their members not to avail themselves to some of these corrupt individuals. And once again, I would like to use this opportunity to reiterate that call, that whenever we start this process, we should not avail themselves because they will take your money and they will not be able to communicate to the public when new development in this regard are received.
Now what you tell me this is titani edema NDC amanye ko me honorable Johnson as Dunketia Eshen and I'm not probable no kopie ewo ye ndi ne ho e na odin se do akotudwa na wo show say odon masi ye pa san say afi 2024 about to kokoto mo so e ka ho bi o mo aka ho ene ya de say ma NDC ene Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama etimi eba akunya mu na odon wase papa
impressed about the effort you put in the 2024 election. And we want to urge you to stay fully on course so that the developmental issues we are discussing now can be realized. So on behalf of the party, on behalf of His Excellency the President, I want to thank you all. There are people here who contributed financial resources. We thank you. There are people who advise on the youth, on the need to be peaceful in approaching the elections. That's how come we got peace. So our elders, we thank you also very, very much. There are the youth who had no money, who had nothing to contribute, but they had their feet that they used to walk from house to house, village to village, mounting billboards and pasting posters. Some of you suffered motorbike accidents, bicycle accidents. The women, some of you were insulted as if campaigning for NDC is a crime. You stood against all this and still move forward to claim the victory for President Mahama and for our lawyer. So I thank you very much. Those who could not make it here, please extend the appreciation of the national chairman to all of them. And tell everybody that we have.
Now, Honorable Ewie and Osanso editor, so now watch them. So, would you get any arrangement? Say, I think we're there. Na a year is correcodon or more acquiring a year free a yetama edicosi bocono. A year say, or more pounds in the bitimi acquire at their mom.
It's continuing at very fast speed. And already, vehicles bound to the north have started using the eastern corridor from Tema because it is shorter and it is less cumbersome to travel on. My prayer is that by the end of next year, we will have a fully completed eastern corridor road linking Tema to Boku and all the various places in between. And that will certainly cut down the travel time.
Now what you mean? I got a man penny edituja say a yard same penny for foundation say Omo Modianafi or more see a cardiology center a Tamale teaching hospital.
As Your Royal Highness mentioned, are building a new cardio center in the Tamale Teaching Hospital. In the whole of the 5 northern regions, there is no cardio center. And so any persons who had strokes or heart attacks or any cardiac incidents had to either come to Kumasi or Accra for treatment at great cost to themselves and their family. And so we're citing a new cardio center in Tamale so that it will serve the entire 5 northern regions for people who have cardiovascular diseases. As for roads, you can see the contractors working already in many areas. This is the first batch of the big push. There's a second batch that we are bringing on stream. And so if your road is not being worked on yet, it doesn't mean that we're not coming there. We'll soon award them on contracts and you will find.
Northern Regional House of Chiefs or more Akachi. Now, say, or more ever a constitutional review now fee here say Masha with the few honomono it's me adding phobi at me I can so could be more like come here say a MP's phone and almost 80 tomorrow now so you can say a bassa and one being say was say almost SSM na any yanya him for cram but look at marker send a bear almost your mind and one or mine on sem so at me up with you.
Under President Mahama, Ghana will witness its most comprehensive constitutional, legal, and administrative review when he's done with his cabinet engagement on the propositions of the constitutional review. In fact, I'm not sure I have his permission to say it, but yesterday the President's thinking was that expand Parliament, reserve seats for traditional rulers, for youth and for young people. In your words, Mr. President, you said proportional representation. That will give room for women and youth. It is part of his thought, so that an external parliament.
Now, Sherry, a Cornwell, a yard is a honorable after your markings, no, and a yedom, Umana, ni, a woman, now, or sounds with you, Madonna, a MPP, or Mamma Ukrainian, out Sherry, wɔde wɔhyɛ paa ani brɛ so ɛde ka sɛ on apolisifoɔ mo wɔde ansɛ ɔmo begya ɔmo de hyɛ ɛyɛ hɔ rabo ɛyɛ abronye de isi ya ɔno ɛyɛ bro regional chairman ɔmo begya yɛ saa de besi ɛwɔ man mu a.
His detention is constitutionally indefensible and must end today. Second, our legal team will mount full constitutional challenge to this prosecution, including challenge to the application of sections 207 and 208 of Act 29 against political speech where civil liberties are available and adequate. Third, Parliament's Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee shall, upon assumption of Parliament, be made through an application to summon the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of BNI to publicly account for every decision taken in this matter. The Chief Justice is not also above the law. Parliament will use every law under its command to summon the Chief Justice. They must all be answerable. And let the majority know this. In the effort by the minority in ensuring this is done, they should not try to stampede it. It is good for democracy, and we call on the majority to support it, because tomorrow they may be in opposition and they may need this very law to protect them. I repeat.
Now, we answer why no sanso emanato a chief of staff yanni and a poor baffle bonny or manitins or money in a hole, a one near my air person to or MPP or Marcachiniama, ACC or Sansa Yadia and Wise Empire.
And Bradudua, why judge Anyamia Dum Omutu Tokonu Yaya obedi Chief Justice Sadia Wen and Woody Jagana. A Ningwazio, my lord. Bieweni na hwe de ekofom ekoso bofom. Say judge otumika say obi nko remand. So say ye bedi na se mewie. Egumu na mwani mu ase. Supreme Court judges, Court of Appeal judges, High Court judges. Monsori nkasa. Na de ekoso no egumu na mwani mu ase. Anye de mo a mo begumu hu fi no. Ye mpampa mo ye be kasa. Mo pa mo remand yen. Mopia monka contempt na monfa yenko prison yebeko insuro ye na nanu mo omode party bebo ase no. They went through similar ordeal and never broke them. At
Afe ebusia sanso jibre na yento akase no so ewo nkofo amaso ye sha ase dia na ye ko sha ase ewo eye Southern China ene ene kopiem e hono ma eyare sasase so bi etimi amane homne so no ne amudum wa ipa mmenu die omo etimi ehwere omo mpana ona aka so die ebi aprepare afi so adan ne ma hodo die dodo no etimi ase. We saw any arrowsem waiting SC or China metre a Southern partner. Arrowsem waiting at sea or half a year to us on in Tiania, a say any Yokupiemo or a Palestina, or Morisha Bakwa or Ukraine, a Yarisi Israeli backward to me, a papa to wash and so bra or one elf woman would need many of what training after was so akid nabona, a camera to me as Shabranti.
الحين بس يرجع الجيش يفتوه زي هذيك تنهار.
Abusia me gyina we nyina so na afi me de kase no esi ha edi ama kase me de beso we yare se na Ghana mampani na ka che nsem ni bi efiro no ba esa so na don kuma na no ni ye hono abo afenyo ma kan so aka che nsem ni bi efiro no de ba face me kon performance so kokofa kase ni bi efiro de ebreo na abofo a omo eso masene ma me de kase ba beso mo evini POG ba ena afi POG mo ena omo ebo mechi no ma me de kase no eba beso wo afi na me ka tse kase so etwagu ye ewa be fontenta fidi ahodo ni na so Facebook, TikTok, YouTube agi ene ne keka ho ya ene ye wie kwa betimi akoho na afi won so watimi akwa akohwe won so wodie na me so am gi me gba na me de kase no eba beso wo ene wo sonfo ajoa dempo na maka hwe sa ha eye Ashanti Prime TV ha ena no kwem ewo